all about my Tangle Teezers. And this video is not vain. It's a very inspirational video, and keep watching, you're going to find out why. Okay, so this video is inspirational for a few different reasons, because each one of these Tangle Teezers has got me through a very important time in my hair care journey. And it's also inspirational because the founder of these brushes, the gentleman who created them, is a British hairstylist. I believe his name is Sean Pulfrey. Sorry for any mispronunciations. But in 2007, he actually brought this technology to the Dragon's Den, and it was denied. And then he went on to sell like 50 million of these. So if you have an idea, believe in yourself, and trust me, as an independent television host and producer, if I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't ever be working on this television series that I've been working on for 7 years. So remember to always follow your dreams. Now back to the brushes. I feel like I'm in a really good position to talk about these brushes because I have been using them for so many years, and I use them at different times throughout the hair care journey, daily, weekly. I'm going to get into that. And then I've also used them at different times when my hair was really going through it. So let's talk about the technology of these brushes, since I mentioned Sean and the fact that the whole concept of this technology was denied. Boy, I wish I was a dragon on that panel, because I would have really recognized the expertise of these. So here I'm holding 3 different brushes, and I am going to go through the general technology of the brushes. Now, just as an FYI, I use more brushes in my hair care routine. I'm just going to slide over here. Okay, I use different brushes at different times, and I have had more of these. Some of them I've lost through my traveling back and forth for the TV series, but c'est la vie, they're very easy to buy, but I'm going to get into that too. So this is the very gentle Tangle Teezer. This one I think I use the most. This is the medium one. You can see the bristles here are a little bit harsher than these. These are a lot more gentle, but the height is the same. And then this is the ultimate Tangle Teezer. This you only use as a finisher. I've seen people use this incorrectly. I think it was like TikTok or where was it? Perhaps it was also here on YouTube. But nevertheless, you got to know when and how to use these. So let's get into the technology. Okay, so the technology behind this. It's based on a 2-tiered pattern of the actual individual bristles for each brush. First of all, I have to say, this is so lightweight and feels so beautiful in the hand, for those of you who enjoy that. Okay, so back to the bristles. They are 2-tiered. You can see them here, and I will be doing demos throughout. They are long tier and short tier. So that's very important for this conversation. So the brush actually has a patented design with 2 distinct lengths, as I said, the longer and the shorter. The longer, more flexible bristles are bristles that have been designed to gently glide through the hair, detangling knots and tangles without causing excessive breakage or pulling. Now the shorter bristles have been designed to smooth the hair cuticle, resulting in a more frizz-free and polished finish. So you get it, right? It's the 2-tier technology. Each one does something different, and I can attest to, yeah, it does pretty much what it says. Instead of going really hard through knots, it kind of like glides over them, breaking them up. So not like those, if you remember when you're little, your mom used to try and like brush out your hair. It doesn't work like that, where it's trying to like break it. It's trying to, the way I could describe it is trying to like glide over it and break it apart so it's easier to detangle. Of course, you always want to go from the, let me move back, from the bottom up. But I have to say, if somebody is thinking right now, can it glide through big knots like spider knots? Darlings, nothing goes through spider knots. That's why they are actually the worst thing. That's my nightmare. Having spider knots is my nightmare, and you have to cut through them. If anybody has a solution for spider knots, I mean, that would be revolutionary. Back to the brushes. Let's go through a few benefits that are listed on their website and just generally now in General internet searches. So the first benefit is reduced breakage because, as I mentioned, it glides through the hair. So you're not getting it, they call it, you're not getting mechanical breakage from like really harsh tools because it's more so being very gentle and gliding through the hair. And the second claim is healthier hair. Of course, these terms, guys, take them with a grain of salt, the terms or the sentences that I'm using, because again, these are their alleged claims, and this is how they're saying that it works. They're saying that by reducing the breakage and then promoting smoother hair, obviously with less tangles, it's going to contribute to healthier looking hair over time, because when your hair is smooth, it looks healthier. Number 3, it's very versatile. This I can definitely agree with. So what it's saying is that it works on all hair types and all hair kinds. So basically, if your hair is on the finer side, or if it's medium, or if it's super thick and then get into the really curls and coily hair, I can tell you that, I mean, they do work differently. Like this is more gentle. Like my sister who has thicker hair could use this. My other friend that has super thick hair would use this one. But again, this is the finisher. So this is a little bit different. It's the ultimate finisher. And then wet or dry. These are really great if you're somebody who likes to brush through conditioner or masks in the shower. That's not a part of my routine, but I know a lot of people, especially if your hair is thick and curly, that's actually the only time they brush their hair with product in it. So that's a good one for that. I don't do that step, but after I come out of the shower, I do use my very, very wide coconut infused, the wide tooth comb. And then the very first thing I'm doing, and there's lots of footage of is I always go in with the very gentle Tangle Teezer, which has a very special place in my heart, which I'm going to tell you a little bit afterwards. So you can use this on wet or dry hair, very versatile. Now, they also have the very small ones, and apparently they're saying that, you can actually use those as a scalp massager type brush. So when they talk about scalp benefits, I mean, anytime, like I mentioned, you're using any kind of product like that that's gentle, I just prefer my fingertips on the scalp. You are promoting blood circulation, right? So anything like that is very good to stimulate the follicles for new hair growth. One of the claims also about being a lot less painful, and when I read about Sean's journey, that's something that he did mention as a hairstylist. He developed these for clients, and just the drama of having to brush somebody's hair out during a visit at the salon, 100% it's much less painful. And that's why, and this is true, I'll put in video here, footage, I always bring my brushes with me when I go to the salon, because when somebody else brushes out my hair, it's always this. It's like a game of doing this, and it's painful. I'm going here and I'm going there, and I don't know if the brushes are clean, and I don't know what kind of brushes they are, so I always bring them with me. So I think that Sean really reached his goal of using these in the salon and then also making them available to the public. So they are more gentle, and I do feel like they distribute the oils well, which then promotes the shine. So when they tell you something promotes the shine, you're getting the shine from your natural oils, right? So when you're brushing through, you're getting a nice glossy look, but it's really because all the oils or the product is being distributed. So does it do that? Yeah, it does do that. Well, yeah, it does do that well. But I have to say that a lot of brushes are harsh on the scalp, and these ones are not. So that I can definitely vouch for. So let's be 100% transparent here. This is why I just gonna FYI, this one is so, and I love the sound. Sounds like, I don't have any cats, but a friend of mine said like a cat brush, I guess. But it does have this sound. It's like ASMR for me. Nevertheless, this one is very dear to me because after I had a very infamous virus, and I went through that process of hair shedding that a lot of females went through, maybe some males, I don't know, the TE. My hair was so limp, I couldn't touch it. It sheds for months and months and months, and you feel like it's nonstop. And so this was the only thing I could use, and that's what's really started me on the research about brushes. So I'm like forever grateful to this brush. And then when my hair got, like, it felt stronger and the shedding had stopped and it was getting back to normal, then, you could use one of these. But you really, when they classify them, guys, in different categories, it's 100% true. like they are classified in those categories for a reason. Okay, now the ultimate is different because it's a finisher brush. So even though you can use, they say the Tangle Teezers on wet and dry hair, this one is definitely what I use only on dry hair. So for me, tomorrow is hair wash day, and I will do a thorough brush out with this. I'll start with the scalp, and then I do the ends, and then I sort of start going in between. So obviously I'm not gonna have a tangle right here, and I get out the tangles here first, and then I start brushing throughout. That's like my method that works really well for me. But if you're using this as like a finisher, like when you're going out and your hair is straight, that's beautiful for that too. But my hair is wavy. Right now I have a blowout. So generally when it's wavy, I'm not gonna brush all the way through this or it's gonna be like this big. Here, since I mentioned hair wash day tomorrow, and also the blood circulation on the scalp just feels so nice here because it's gentle enough to give you like that scalp type massage, but it is really detangling. And so it is gentle enough to detangle without breaking the hair. Has it made a huge difference? Yes, absolutely. I used to hate brushing my hair when I was little. So price wise, let's talk about, you can find these on Amazon. I'm going to include all the links below, but if you happen to be in a place where there are local department stores that bring in kind of liquidated type items, so like a Marshall's, a TJ Maxx, a Winners, those types of department stores often have these in the hair section. So I would definitely say, guys, check them out, because this one, for example, could retail, I don't know, 20, 30 US, and I found it for like 10 Canadian dollars. The other ones I got from Amazon for about 15 Canadian dollars. So you really will see the prices vary, but keep looking around. You probably will find them because now they've been out for a while. So generally I do recommend these on wet hair and dry hair. Just make sure you're using the right ones for your wet hair and your dry hair. Very delicate. Do they help with split ends? I don't think anything really helps with split ends, excluding taking care of your ends. I've talked a lot about, like, keep them hydrated, keep them oiled, and make sure that when you're brushing, start from the bottom, a little bit at the top, and then I kind of just blend it all together. And yes, I bring all my brushes with me when I get my roots done, which is the only time I ever go to salon. And my hairstylist, who's an educator, also loves these brushes. The only thing he adds in addition are wet brushes, which I also have in my collection, and I can do a separate video on. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Inquiries, as always, welcome below. Be Sue. Have a beautiful day.